This is Michael Gerace with Michelangelo's Services, Plumbing and Electrical. And we are performing a video waistline and sewer line inspection through a 4-inch ABS plastic mainline sewer cleanout. And this is the front of our house. This is the front of the property. Turn our camera around. And we're in the bushes right behind a rose bush. We have the 4-inch ABS plastic mainline sewer cleanout. We're going to set our camera right at the cleanout. We are located at 1137 Valley High, Thousand Oaks, California, 91362. And this is April 25th, 2024. And we're zeroing out our camera monitor right at the opening of our cleanout. And we're going to begin running through the sewer line, running out toward the street. Going to begin running out toward the street first, and then we'll try and run back toward the house after. Going to insert our camera. Kind of hard sometimes. Have a little lip there. Might have to pull back just a tiny bit and bounce it over that. There we go. And now we're running out toward the street, and we are in vitreous clay. And come up to the first joint. Appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. And then we're coming up to the second joint. Got a little bit of an offset, but not terrible. Running now. We have longer lengths of vitreous clay. That next joint appeared to be in fair and maintainable condition. We're going to slow down right at the joints and take a good look at all the joints. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. Now we're pushing out some more. Pushing out toward the street. Just taking a look at the vitreous clay piping. Coming up to the next joint. And next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Making a little bit of a turn. Now we have a break here, which looks like maybe right at the test tee area. And this is by the property line. Did you see this? We're going to pause for a moment. We're going to pause for one moment. They're not pushing? Sorry. Thank you. Okay. We've got a crack in the test tee, and we've got a crack running all the way down. We've got a crack at the top of the test tee, right at the beginning as well. Pull back just a little bit right here, right at the top at about the 11 or 12 o'clock. And that area is cracked as well. So we're pushing in now, pushing out toward the city sewer. Next joint appeared to be in fair and maintainable condition. Make another turn. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. A little bit of an offset, but not bad. We're pushing in now. That next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Pushing out toward the city sewer. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Going in and making a turn now. Maybe dropping into the city sewer possibly. We'll see. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. We're still running out toward the city sewer. City sewer is right below us. And that joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. And that is the city sewer where you can see the water's running. And we are at approximately 46 feet 3 inches on the camera monitor. And that is in the city sewer. So we're going to begin pulling back now. And we're going to pull up and out of our mainline sewer cleanout. Then we're going to run the camera up the line, going back underneath the house. I'm going to pause our audio and just pull back. We're going to locate this area for a moment and mark it. So we're going to pause. Okay, we've located this area right by the sidewalk, and it is at approximately 4.5 feet deep. Did you mark it with anything? With what? Paint. We mark it with a dot of orange paint right by the sidewalk at approximately 4.5 feet deep. Now we're pulling back to our clean out, and we're going to try and run up the line as well and see if we can see how far we can get. So we're pulling back toward our ABS plastic clean out, and then we're going to attempt to insert the camera running up toward the back of the house. And now we're pushing our camera in. Got a little bit of a lip. We're going to pull it back just a tiny bit and try and pop it over that if we can. Yeah, you got a pretty good lip right here. I don't know if you'll be able to push it.
They couldn't get over it on that side.
Pull back a little bit more. We're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to attempt to push the camera back and up over the lip. If we can. Just get it underneath the camera. If you can. There you go. You're up. Now you're in the line. Okay, I may have to push up a little bit more. It's going. Mm-hmm. So we're back in the line. We're going to try and continue to push up and over. Now we've got a concrete area. Pull back just a tiny bit. Back, where you can see that lip of it. Keep pulling back.
It's hitting, going underneath the 3-inch cast iron.
It looks so gross.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really got a lip. Got that big old blister on it from the cast iron. I'm not going to get it pushed past there. Try and pop it. See if you can from right there.
Careful.
I don't want you don't want to get hit with that stuff.
No, I don't.
No.
Whatever you're popping, I don't want any of it on me.
No, you just don't want that cable hitting. It's been in places that you don't want it touching you.
A giant colonoscopy.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Right there.
Yeah.
Did it go? Good job. Can we get inside to run some water?
Yeah.
That'd be great. This way, I rinse the camera lens off. He's already got it up, going up the line now. Better run this way so I can see. Okay. We've rinsed off our camera lens, and now we're going to continue to run. There's a transition to cast iron right there at the vitreous clay. Now we're running up the line in the cast iron, and the cast iron appears to be original. A lot of scaling, corrosion buildup. Running back toward the back of the house. We're probably going to hit an area, I'm sure, that we'll probably get to that may be restricted. There's a section restricted here that we're coming up to, it looks like. We're going to go through if we can. Then we kind of go into darkness and we're going in a little bit, but it's pretty restricted. It's holding water. And now we're just going into blackness. It's pretty bad. We're going into heavy, thick grease. As you can see, the grease in there is moving actually, and it's just we're not going to get further. It's just compacted with grease. So we're going to pull our camera back now. We've seen everything going in. You want me to rinse it again? Okay, we're gonna.
Can you turn on the water?
Please, in the bathtub for just a moment and flush the toilet if you would. Yeah. Thank you. We're going to pause for a moment. And we're coming out and we're going to rinse our camera lens off. And then we're going to pull back to our clean out. And we're going to take a look inside. We're going to pause for a moment, get our water running to rinse the camera head off. And we're pulling back and up and out of our mainline sewer clean out. I'm going to pause there for a moment. And that will conclude our video sewer inspection and waste line inspection.